EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Gets around him, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right back to Jeanty on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Gain of 6. That's good.
Smith here, an audible at the line. On first down, it's Jeanty. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard
looks like they'll move things around here. Once again, it's Jeanty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Smith. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. They snap it to Smith. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here's 2nd and 7.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for Eagles.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Eagles first down.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Good shit. 53.
Here's Smith. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. He'll try and do this himself. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
We're good. Look.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
And Hurts going to move him around.
16-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! Grant Calcaterra, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The coverage by Jacoby
Smith, an
Dean.
incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Short throw caught by Bowers. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Martin, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Barkley, nice, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter. But
You
you're
don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
13.
Now Geno. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brought down back at
Smith going to move him around.
Check 58.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Hey, here we go. Sunday.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now he's going to step up and run.
That's to Bowers once again.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Smith.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Cover. Here we go.
Now Smith.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Dante Thornton.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Raiders 8. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Trimmer. Tiger Hornet.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. It's complete, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble and gets him the first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
First down, Philadelphia.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, trio left. Middle. 13X. Tuesday. Come on, shot.
Throwing is Smith. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's going deep for Brown. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that
not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long.
Hey, let's go Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday. Hey, here we go. Hey.
From the gun, here's Smith.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On fourth down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. The pitch goes to Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Raiders 8. Jake Elliott to kick off for
Now after the
Philadelphia.
touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Smith going to change the play.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, or in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing again is Smith.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football.
Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just